This conflict of interest. You only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime.
Wait a
Ain't no
minute.
ain't no
I'm not
victim or
your
no loss,
man.
bro.
I'm not your, listen,
Hey,
listen, I'm
hey,
not your
look,
man.
look, look,
I'm
look,
not your,
sir.
oh, meet your
Hey,
bro.
sir. Hey, sir.
Okay?
Respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. You've been on the bench since what, 21? Couple years? You need to talk to somebody.
I'm not your bro. I'm not your man. And I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem.
All right, guys. Today's court case is a wild one. Judge Perkins is dealing with a sovereign citizen who says he missed his court date because he was locked out of the Zoom call. Yes, that's really what he said. Judge Perkins didn't believe the excuse and quickly denied his request. That's when the defendant totally lost it. Missing court is serious, and his cocky attitude only made things worse. Let me know what you think about this case in the comments. Let's jump into this intense courtroom moment where Judge Perkins shuts him down hard.
Excuse me, sir. I heard you say that you only read the first couple lines. Is there any way we
Yes.
could possibly take another case until you get the chance to read the entire thing? It's only
No,
2
I
pages.
can't. I'm not going to read this entire thing today.
It's only like 3 paragraphs, the entire thing. The rest are just case sightings.
All right.
Can I get a written articulation as to why you're denying the motion?
I'm denying the motion
I would just appreciate
because
a written excuse. Can I get a written articulation?
I might give it to you in writing.
Are we on record? Are we on record?
We're on record.
Okay. Is this court bound by the U.S. Constitution and Supreme Court rulings?
Yes.
Okay, you were denying my motion when I said that I had Fourth Amendment violations, and you're saying that you're denying my motion without looking into it or granting me a hearing to go over my motion, or give me an articulation as to why, a written excuse as to why. I want to make sure that that's what you're saying to me.
You're asking for a change of venue. I'm denying.
I'm saying that I know there's a motion for dismissal, and I'm saying that you, as an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause, if you're not going to uphold my due process and my Fourth Amendment, I'm saying that maybe we could change venues where I could get a real judge.
Okay, I'm denying a motion to dismiss. Okay, I'll set a trial date for you so you can be heard on that type of forum.
I insist that the court give me a written excuse as to why you're denying my motion, so I could take that to the tenor. Okay.
Well, you can insist all you want to.
Okay, I appreciate that, but I'm telling you, you're telling me to do any of that. So I'm just asking that you can give me a written excuse that I could go take and complain against you on, because that's violating my due process. You didn't even give me the chance to say we're going to schedule a evidentiary hearing or something like that. You're going to sit up here and disregard that when I made genuine claims and put genuine evidence in there. Overwhelming.
I seriously can't tell if this guy is just completely clueless or pretending to be. What do you guys think? Especially with that motion he filed, and then asking for a new judge? Like, come on. Here's the truth. The judge doesn't have to give him a written explanation for denying a motion, especially when the motion has no legal basis and is just nonsense. Now he's all upset because Judge Perkins said no, and his big idea is to just try switching judges? He's acting like a total baby. You can tell he's never been held accountable in his life. These sovereign citizens keep getting more extreme with their behavior, and somehow it's becoming more common. I don't get it. They always lose in court. They always end up paying more than their original fine. So what's the point? Anyway, let's jump back in.
So at the end of the day, like I said, there's no crime. This is a fraudulent charge. There's no suspect. Y'all suspect me for no crime. There's no victim, no losses. Okay? And in a minute, it's going to be malicious prosecution. So I'm asking you to dismiss this charge or change the venue. And if you refuse to do that, I'm asking you for a written excuse so I can take it to the tenor, sir. That's what I'm telling you. Because if not, I'm going to go to the tenor without it and let them know that you refuse to give me a written excuse, and you refuse to give me an evidentiary hearing, but you just straight denied it. When you just 5 minutes ago, you said you didn't even read it. Now you just denied it. That's conflict of interest. That's bias. That's all that. So let's put it all on record. If you feel just as strongly as you feel, give me a written excuse. If not, let's change venue. Because you're Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. This conflict of interest, you only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime.
Ain't
no victim or no loss, bro.
Listen, I'm not your man.
Look, sir.
Meet your bro.
Hey, sir. Hey, sir, respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. Motion for dismissal with the overwhelming evidence or change venue. Because if not, I'm going straight to the tender right after this. And that's on you, sir. You had this. You did this.
Oh, all right. Now I'll let you
Straight
speak.
like that.
No, that's all we need. I don't want to hear any
All
more
right,
from
cool.
you.
It's cool.
You made
I appreciate it.
your record. No,
This is
don't
due
interrupt
process.
me.
This
I
a
didn't
due
interrupt
process
you.
violation. This is a due process violation right now. And the way y'all tried to railroad me when I was ready to argue my trial. I told you I was here to argue my trial. Y'all locked me out. Now you're trying to start the process over. They not prepared to present a case. I'm telling you. They're not prepared to present an injured party, sir. What we doing?
Listen. Please do not say any more. You've already made your record. I've given you that opportunity. If you continue on, especially interrupting me while I'm talking, because I didn't interrupt you while you were talking. I'm not your bro, I'm not your man, and I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem. You take whatever. Wait a minute. Let me say it. You take whatever recourse that you feel that is necessary. Now, what I can do, Mr. Lewis, is I can set you a jury trial date. And at that jury trial date, you will have an opportunity to represent yourself or do whatever you want to do and put all your proofs on the record by a jury of your peers, and you can argue it that way, okay?
This guy seriously needs to be held in contempt. I have no idea how Judge Perkins is staying this calm. If it were me, I would have banged that gavel already. These Zoom court hearings are getting out of hand. It's like the second defendants are behind a screen. They suddenly feel bold and unstoppable. They just start ranting, and there's not much the judge can do. You can't exactly yell at them or have the bailiff remove them like in a real courtroom. Honestly, I don't get why we're still doing Zoom court in 2024. If this hearing were in person, I doubt half of these sovereign citizen types would act this way. Let me know what you think about Zoom court. Does it still make sense? To me, it just feels way less serious. Anyway, let's get back into it.
I appreciate that, but I was still like a written.
You order the transcript. It's in the transcript.
I can't even get the court reporter to respond to my voice messages or you to respond to my emails, sir.
The court is not going to respond to your voice message. The court reporter is going to respond to you coming down.
The 36th district told me to call her today, that I was locked out of my trial date. I had a scheduled trial. The court told me to call her that day, and I called her that day, and she still hasn't responded. So I'm trying to see if the court that you work for is trying to tell me how the appropriate channels, and then y'all doing it different in y'all court. What am I to do?
I think you're talking about the court clerk and not the court reporter. This is distinct.
Yeah, I was told to call the clerk the day that I was locked out. The moment I was locked out.
We've moved past that getting locked out.
But that was my trial date.
Yeah, so I'm giving you another.
How soon can I get another trial date, sir? How soon can I get another trial date? That's what I'm asking.
That's what we're trying to do now. A jury trial. A jury trial. I'm gonna let the jury of his peers.
July 23rd.
Yeah, 2024 at 9 a.m. We'll have a final pretrial the day before.
Why would we need a final pretrial? Why would we need a final pretrial?
Because I said I wanted one.
But that's how you protecting your interest. You protecting your interest, and you're gonna dismiss it on that day. So you're trying to play with me. You could dismiss it today, sir. You literally but violating my due process. You are literally violating my due process. You can't even give me a written excuse, but you're going to all this whole.
Mr. Lewis, I know you don't want counsel, but is it possible we could talk in a breakout?
Excuse me, ma'am. I do. Excuse me, ma'am. I am in pro se. I'm in pro se.
Go wherever you want to. Final pretrial of July 22nd. I am. Is going to be July 23rd. All the parties must appear on the final pretrial date, and the jury, and that can be on Zoom. And the next day, the jury trial date is in person. Have a very good day, Mr. Green. Best of luck to you.
That's not my name.
This upcoming jury trial is going to be a total nightmare for the sovereign citizen, and honestly, I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Let me know if you guys want to watch that too. If enough of you are interested, I'll definitely post it in the next few days. But what did you think of this hearing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know. For me, it weirdly felt like a win for the sovereign citizen. I mean, he talked back to the judge, and nothing really happened. No consequences at all. How is that even possible? It feels like with these Zoom court hearings, people just don't show the same level of respect anymore. I really think he should have been held in contempt. But I guess Judge Perkins had a different approach. Anyway, that wraps up this hearing. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching and take care.